And most of all, thank you to our city staff who worked really hard to create opportunities all across the city to make sure we're in touch and can hear from our constituents and residents. Can anyone who works for the City of Boston give a wave? All right, look around. We thank all of you, and these are also folks who can answer questions you have or direct you to someone who might have the answers that you're looking for. We are now a little over 6 months into our new administration, and I couldn't be prouder of all that we are working on all at the same time. I know in this area in particular, we're thinking about housing affordability, we're thinking about schools and transportation access and how Boston can be the greenest city in America, starting tonight with the Celtics. And we're going to make sure that each and every one of our families has access to the opportunity that surrounds us. And so for us at the city level, that means taking care of all the little details that you need, whether it is trash pickup or school registration or an issue around housing and something you need with your landlord. Please reach out to us, and if we can't help with that specific issue, we will connect you to someone who can at the state level or a different agency or a community organization. And I'm very grateful to be here alongside incredible colleagues who work every day to make sure we're wrapping around our communities from all sides. I'll let everyone introduce themselves, starting with City Council President Ed Flynn.
Thank you, Mayor Wu, and I'm honored to be here with the mayor and city officials, but also residents from the Bay Village, residents from the Leather District, and of course here in Chinatown as well. I want to say thank you to the city officials that are providing excellent basic city services to so many people in these neighborhoods. Proud to represent this area, proud to represent this immigrant community as well. Proud to work with my colleagues in government. I got here early, myself and the mayor were playing ping pong, and so I asked the mayor in the upcoming budget if we can get a ping pong table in City Hall. And that's how we're going to settle our differences. If we disagree on an issue, we're going to play ping pong, and whoever wins wins the argument. But anyway, I just want to say thank you. I'm honored to represent you. I'm honored to work closely with my colleague, the mayor, and my colleagues in government. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Kenzie Bach. I represent District 8, which stops a couple blocks that way, but I'm here this morning because I grew up in Bay Village. My folks still live on Melrose Street. Shout out to my dad, Alex, who's somewhere in the audience. And so obviously Bay Village is still very much home, and went to preschool at that corner of this park and played in that playground before we fixed it up, and just really want to say how much this place specifically, Elliot Norton Park, means to me as an example of how the city can invest and really help communities come together, help us have beautiful shared public spaces. It still makes me smile whenever I come out of Tufts Medical and I see folks sitting on the benches at the corner across from Mass Pike Towers. So, just want to say that that's the kind of stuff all of us are working together on, is those shared public goods to make life in the city better for everyone. And just delighted to be with you all this morning. I'm going to pass it off to my council colleague at large, Councilor Ruth C. Lujan.
Thank you, Kenzie. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ruth C. Louis-Jean, and I am an at-large city council here, so it means I represent the entire city of Boston. I hail from Mattapan and Hyde Park. My parents are immigrants from Haiti, so I care deeply about our immigrant communities and making sure that we are doing everything in our power to center the needs of our immigrant communities, whether it's on affordable housing and supporting community land trust, or making sure that any hate or discrimination or racism that our communities are facing, especially anti-Asian hate, which I know City Council President Ed Flynn has been leading on here in Chinatown. Count me in as an ally in all of that work to make sure that our communities are getting the resources that we need. I've only been in office for 5 months now, so I'm still learning, but happy to meet more of you every day and happy to work alongside and with community at every moment. Thank you so much. Passing it off to Aaron Michael.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. My name is Aaron Michael. I'm the state representative of this area. I've been representing a little bit more than 5 months, so it's great to see everyone and see so many friendly faces here today. And I gotta say, Mayor, I've been doing this for quite some time. I think this is the biggest crowd I've ever seen at this one, and that's a credit to you and the work that you've been doing over the last 6 months, whatever the amount of time it's been. But I just want to say a personal thank you to all the city workers, those that are heads of agencies and those that are working on the ground every day in taking all our phone calls in trying to make our constituents' lives better and dealing with issues that are on the forefront of the city. And so I want to thank you all for the work that you're doing. It is a pleasure to collaborate with all these people up here. Being the state official up here, it's always a good relationship. We're working together between the city and state, and so I thank you for all you for that work that we've been doing together so far. So thank you so much for having me here today, and go Celtics.
So a couple of final thank yous. As always, I'm so grateful to my colleagues in government. I want to just really shout out the Parks Department, because don't our parks look great all across the city? So much work goes into maintaining them, turning on all the water features this year, earlier than ever before, to make sure we're protected with the heat and every little detail. So really grateful to Chief White-Hammond and her team and many of the parks folks here. Just scanning the crowd, I see representatives from the Boston Fire Department, the Boston Police Department, shout out Superintendent Chin, the library system, David Leonard, our Chief of Housing is here, Public Works team, shout out Mike Brohl. I think I saw Yasha and our Chief of Streets. Yasha here dealing with a constituent call right now as we speak. Chief Hooley from EMS. Who else am I missing? Lots of our neighborhood services and community engagement team at all levels, John Romano, Enrique. Okay, lots of city departments represented. Thank you also to our co-sponsors for this series, the Triton Fund. We're adding all the routes everywhere across the city. Each one of these. And then most importantly of all, I wanted to close by giving the mic to someone who is our presence on the ground, who is here all the time to field your concerns and does an incredible job. Grew up in Chinatown, is of this community, loves this community, and works so hard every day. I want to introduce Chu, who's also going to tell you about an event that we have coming up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I see a lot of friends, and I just want to thank the Mayor and Chief Miller, if she's in the crowd somewhere, for giving me this opportunity to be the liaison and listen to the concerns of my neighbors, of the community that I grew up in. Like the Mayor mentioned, I grew up 5 minutes down the street at Castle Square, and it's been an absolute joy, and I am so excited to see what the future holds, and to maybe not fix every single problem, but I would love to have a chance to fix. And I get the chance to bring these issues to a mayor who cares and actually wants to fix these problems. So I'm super excited to work with every one of you guys, and go Celtics. Yeah. Oh, so we will be partnering with Council President Ed Flynn's office for a listening session, the Asian American listening session, tackling Asian hate and the uptake in Asian hate, bigotry, how we can handle violence. This will be held at the Josiah Music School on June 6th at 6 p.m. And we will have further information on our social media. So please keep posted. We'll keep you posted.
All right, but last but not least, of course, we have to announce the raffle winner. You get a bunch of treats from Dunkin' Donuts. So Su Ching Chen, you have won from Tremont Street, so yeah, just around the corner. If you are still here, we want to make sure that you go ahead and get this pack of fun from Dunkin' Donuts. So, thank you. And as we close, we want to hear one more song from the young people of the Boston Music Project. This is an orchestral piece, so you'll get to hear everyone at the same time. Thank you all for being here, for adding so much to this, and here we go. We'll hear last from the young people.